Hey, what's up, everybody? Got some junk wax here, 1986 Topps box here. We're going to go ahead and bust this bad boy open and see what we can find. I'd love to say that there are some great cards contained within, but you out there know that there aren't. It was cheap though. Got this off of eBay. These are ooh, nice stain on the back. Yeah, these were nice and cheap, so I was looking for something just to have a little fun with during this period of time. Look at that nice brown stain on the back. Gums here on the front. Oh, get off of there. Okay. Why are the cards all over the place? Huh? Cards look nice, pretty sharp. See, look at, yeah, the cards actually look pretty nice, right? Obviously they're junk and aren't worth a darn, but like I said, I figured it'd be fun just to break one of these boxes open. Maybe find some nice star players in here. With the commons, I'll probably just end up putting those up on eBay as a lot. Had fun with it. Had to get the amazingly enough, it took me that long to do one pack. Hopefully we get a little bit better with these. I decided to just have some fun with it, mess around with the gloves. I know the individuals who open a lot nicer packs, they wear gloves with theirs, so these cards are just all over the place. Nothing but scrubs so far. I'm just kidding. Obviously, these guys were all most. Oh, there's a George Brett. Nice card. Looks like it's got a little white on the top there. Turn that this way. Like a little whitening on the top, maybe. I don't know if you can pick that up there. I should just throw out those. Good old Vaughn Hayes. Yeah, with these gloves, some of these cards stick together. George Vukovic. Yeah, oh, I know when you saw that Pirates, you know, no, of course you know it was the Barry Bonds. Just having some fun with it. Tony Pena. Yeah, this was 1986 was the first year as a kid that I actually had cards. I was 9 at the time. I started collecting. But unfortunately for me, we're trying to go ahead and move these around here a little bit for you. Frank Tanana Daiquiri. Greg Gagne. Oh, Eric Davis. Oh, he's all beat up though. Looks like he's got some print lines there. You can see it at the top here. Ha! The good old Jose Uribe. Not to be confused with Juan Uribe. Julio. A lot of print line here at the top too. Yeah, so like I was saying, started collecting when I was 9. Ooh, that gum. Look at those black spots on that gum. Dang, I saw the A's. I was hoping for that Ricky Henderson. Was he even on the A's that time? No, he was on the Yankees, right? One can dream. I can't even get these cards straightened out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, started collecting at that time, but sadly for me, I didn't get any, like I had no Donruss from that time frame, and I had very few packs of Fleer. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just the pricing at the time, but most of the stuff I had from that era was tops. And unfortunately for me also, missed out on basketball. I don't know if they just didn't have them at the local Thrifty or Sprouse Ritz down the street from where I lived, but goose. But for whatever reason, and I'd love to just assume it was something with that's what they had on the shelves or something economic, but unfortunately I didn't get any 88 Donruss. Nice stick of gum, get off of there. Billy Martin manager card. Ooh, checklist, boom. Yeah, so I wasn't able to get any of the good baseball cards in terms of the better sets, but additionally, no 1986 Fleer basketball, which obviously if you know the card values these days, it would have been nice. Up, Steve Sachs. He was always a big deal because he is from where I grew up at. Nice card. Yeah, it certainly would have been nice to get some of those old brands, like I said, like the baseball, more Fleer, more Donruss. But as a kid, those would have just ended up in the spokes of my tires, most likely. Like some of the other cards that I got in 86 and 87. So it would have been more, oh, don't ruin my Vince Coleman with a stick of gum. No, don't ruin my Vince. Oh no, he's got the gum stain on the back. Oh, Vince Coleman too. Ugh. I always liked Vince Coleman as a kid. You know, who didn't want to be fast and steal 50 million bases, right? So him and Henderson were the guys. Ernie Camacho. There's my Vince Van Gogh. Oh, nice looking card too. Yeah, a lot of, oh, George Yukovich makes another appearance along with Tony Pena. Willie Upshaw. Yeah, a lot of these guys, like I said, I was only 9 years old at the time, but a lot of these guys I've never heard of. And that was the thing with card sets back then. And obviously, media coverage now, yeah, I don't understand. I'm sure a lot of you who collect these know this, but how they get the stain on the back. But it's not, but some of the gum stain cards, yeah, as they don't have gum stains, but they have stains. Gary Maddox, Gene Garber. Yeah, it's funny, like Tom Neath, though, never heard of him. Freddie Lynn. Yeah, so a lot of these guys, like I said, I'd never heard of. But as a kid, corners, I got a little stain on it. As a kid, obviously, like I said, I was only 9, so Wayne Krenchecki. Ah, Dave Stewart. Yeah, he was on the Phillies. Who knew? Never knew he was on the Phillies. Stu. Nice looking card. Yeah, the card condition of these is pretty good. There's a little bit of chipping on the top. Obviously, really hard to get these cards in a 10. But with the value of them and the way they were mass produced, most people aren't looking to grade these kind of cards anyway. Chester Lemon. Phil Necro. Yes, he's so old. Let's see what he was. Born in 1939. So by here he was 47 years old. Oh, and he had just gotten to 300 wins the year before. 47-year-old Phil Necro, steel dealing. Oh, Dale Murphy, Braves team leader card. Who is that? Johnny Grubb. Kurt Young. So that's what I was saying with card sets back then. Obviously, you had very few superstar type players in this set. But of course, with it being mass produced, I mean, obviously you could say Ricky, Nolan Ryan, Clemens, Sandberg. I'm sure a few others will come to me if I see them, but you had very little opportunity, really, to pull a really good player like that because there are just so many dang cards in the set. At least now with more modern collecting, you don't really get that guy on your team, that guy's card that's a 10th man in baseball, that utility guy that rarely plays, that relief pitcher that's a low leverage use type guy. Another Von Hayes. Joe DeSa. Oh, Juan Augusto. Dusty Baker. Look at Dusty. Ron Oyster. No, we don't want Ron Oyster. We want to see an Eric Davis card. Sammy Stewart. Jeffrey Leonard. Ron Darling. Onyx Concepcion. Dean Eorg. Getting deep with it now. George Bamberger. Wow. Jerry Royster. Oh, there's the Ryan Sandberg card. Yeah, nice looking card. Yeah, that's a beauty. Supposedly that card has some value. I had never even seen that card, a photo of it, until recently. Ooh, Gary Carter. That Indians team leader, who is that? Big dude. Who would that be? Home runs. Andre Thornton, never heard of him. That's got to be Andre Thornton. Maybe we'll pull one of his cards out of here. Darren Dalton. Oh, Wade Boggs. I forgot about him. Tony Gwynn, obviously. When you think Boggs, you think Gwynn. Looks like it's a little rough around the edges there. I don't know if you could see that there. But still, nice looking card. It's a little rough on the other side too. See that? Red Sox leaders, that's got to be Dwight Evans there. Dewey. Vanslow. Oh, he's so skinny. Johnny Ray. Not to be confused on the, what is it, 2000, or excuse me, 1980, was it 87 opening day set with that Barry Bonds error. It's that Gary Carter card. He's got that gum stain in the back though. I remember Tony Fernandez was a player that I liked from back then too. Shortstop from the Blue Jays. Whoa! Yee! Look at that. Ooh! Oh, Dale Murphy card. Took a beating. Carmelo. Yankees leaders. That's Ricky. Be nice to see his base, though. Get one of his normal cards. Dale Murphy looks like he got some kind of stain or something on the side here. Oh, Jesse Orozco. Dan Quisenberry, killing me. You guys remember how he threw, right? Oh, Georgia Brett All-Star card. There's a nice 5-cent card. Oh, Pete Rose, record breaker. He's another guy I forgot about. Maybe we'll see a Pete Rose card in here. Damaso Garcia made the All-Star team, second baseman. Not familiar with him. Just looking at the back of his stats here. It's a AL stolen bases leader card. He's an all-star. It's an all-star card. They showed the AL stolen bases leaders on the back here. Let me get that lined up for you. So I thought he was going to be there. I was like, where's Damaso Garcia? He's not even on the list. But he made an all-star team. Paul Runge. If anybody wants the gum, I'll be blowing that out on eBay as well. 36 sticks for the cost of shipping. Jackie Gutierrez, Kurt McCaskill, Pascual Perez, Jerry Naron. He's got a pretty mean print line down the center there. There you go. There you can see it. Joaquin Andujar. Oh, Billy Hatcher. Fredo Griffin. Yeah, these cards are all, they look pretty nice, centering wise and everything. It's just, obviously with the black border, there's a card stuck back there. It's a Frank White. Paul Runge. I only thought of him as the manager. I can't even recall what team he had managed. The gum's actually in pretty good shape as well. So, just saying, guys. I'm trying to sell you on that. Jerry Reed. Oh, I saw that Astros. You know what I was hoping for. Twins team leader. Number 9, who is that? It doesn't look like, it's not Gaetti or Herbeck. I'm trying to recall who else they would have had on their team back then. Number 9. Oh, I can't get it. Let me take a look. Yeah, it just lists Gaetti, Herbeck, Puckett. Is that Gaetti? Maybe that's Gaetti. I always thought he had facial hair for the most part. So yeah, it'd be nice to see a Puckett in here too. Oh, Mark Gubicza. So we'd like to see like a Nolan Ryan, a Ricky, Kirby Puckett, maybe a Roger Clemens or something. Oh, Nick Gasaski. Bobby Valentine. Manager, even way back then, he was still a manager. He's always been a manager. And this gum is being, there we go. Having trouble getting that card out of there. Ah, there's the Pete. Oh, that's the manager card. Nice. I don't know if there's another one aside from that. Looks like it's got a little bit of, try to get that for you. Looks like it's got a little something right there, like a little printing flaw, and then maybe a little something here, like a Some kind of line there. Dane von Olen. Von Calderon. Pardon my hands here. Like I said, these gloves make it a little bit difficult. What are we? I saw that Yankees again. I got my hopes up. Maybe even a Ricky or a Mattingly would be cool. Imagine as a kid, though, if you were, say you're somebody like me, and obviously we don't live in the time we do now with the dissemination of information, right? So all you see usually is your local team. So growing up in Northern California, I was raised to be obviously an A's fan and a Giants fan, but you still hear about the national players, right? Oh, Raleigh Fingers. Obviously that's a really old card, but it's a nice card. I like it. So you may hear some about the superstar players of the era, right? You're not going to hear about most of these guys in this particular year. Now, obviously, oh, there's an Eckersley. Obviously, you can't recall what you knew back then. Oh, Hojo. Oh, Pedro Guerrero. But yeah, you would hear the main guys, obviously, like I said, and so there's an Eck. It's a nice looking card. Hojo, like I said. Oh, Kirk Gibson too. Dang, this pack would have been this would be like the greatest pack ever if you were a kid and you got that. And you got a Hindu too, Dave Henderson. Yeah, this was like the winner of all packs. You would have been the envy of the neighborhood had you gotten this pack as a kid. Oh, Lee Smith. Yeah, these cards are really in good shape. I said some of them have like printing lines or print flaws, but what can you do? Quality control obviously wasn't what it was back then. There it goes. It finally came unstuck. Doug DeSense's. All right, so we're halfway done. Halfway through the pain. I saw Carney Lansford there. Oh, Don Sutton. Another one of those vets. The Dodger leader, number 18. Who would that be? Maybe Mike Marshall? Not familiar with him. He's shown on here. Oh, there's Greg Gagne. Yeah, okay, so he's clean shaven here, so. Oh, there's Eric Davis card. Oh, he's got a lot of white on him. He's got a lot of white on his borders. It'd been cool to see him hitting a home run or stealing a base or something, though. Try to get that in the screen there for you, so you can see a little bit of the. Like, I know, it's just it's an Eric Davis. Move on. Dick Hauser. Look at this guy. Legitimately never even have heard of this guy. Warren Brewster. Cub fans out there from back in the day, you ever heard of this guy? Oh, we see a Yankees card. Oh, it's not him though. Jim Wynn. Lloyd Mosby. Andre Robertson, never heard of him either. And then there's Brett Butler. I like that card. He's got the bunt. He's laying down the bunt. Remember, he had a couple solid years with the Giants. I guess my technique for getting this gum off isn't that good. It's not that refined yet. Oh, Ozzie Smith, haha, All-Star, forgot about him. Rusty Staub, nice. Le Grand Orange. Wow, pardon me for a second here. What was he at? Oh, he was really at the end of his rope here. Yeah. What was it, his last couple years? Last 3 years prior to, he was only getting 115 AB, 72, 45. And he was only hitting a couple home runs per year by that point. He was hanging around, first base outfielder. What was he? 1944. So he was 42 at that time. Oh, there's a Ricky. All-Star. Oh, he's got like a white, I mean not a white, but like a black thing here. You can see it. Jason Thompson. Oh, Robin Yount. Nice. So then obviously Paul Molitor comes to mind, right? So it's interesting how these cards will bring back some memories. I'm sure you guys are probably sitting there seeing some of these guys that you haven't seen in a long time or haven't thought about in a long time. You're like, hey, I remember that guy. Kind of. Oh, Joe Carter. Oh, but he's got that dark stain on the back of the card. Boo. I always loved Joe Carter too. See it right there? Ray Burris. I wonder if he's related to Emmanuel Burris. Mel Hall. Oh, turn back the clock. Good old Willie Mays card there. That centering's pretty bad. Bobby Wine. Ooh. Don't let Ernie Witt sneak out of the pile there. Oh, Lance Parrish. Oh, Bruce Bochy. Quite a lot of managers in here. Oh, there's my Joe Carter. Ah, Joe. Say it ain't so. Beautiful card. A little white along the border. I don't know if you can see it. A little white. Oh, there you go. Looks like you can see it right there. That's right. We still like the old school cards, though. Tossing out these, whatever these are, spring training experience cards. George Bell. Jorge Taco Bell. Love it. Oh no, he's got a big old print defect right there. Look at that. Dang, George Bell. All right. Walt Terrell. Bill Kruger. Oh, my hopes got my hopes up again with the Yankees. It's a Willie Randolph. Come on, we need a Mattingly or a Ricky. Give me one. Goose. Wow, who's this? Frank Eufema. Frank Eufema, Twins fan. And this one, Dick Ruthven. Oh, Julio. Another Julio Franco. He was 57 years old right here as well. So amazing how long that guy played. Love it. Greg Harris. Rick Camp. There's a card here with the Julio that we're going to try to get unstuck. It's a Ricky Horton. Yeah. That's a nice Julio Franco card though. Ricky Horton. Come on, where's that Kirby Puckett? We'll settle for a Frank Viola. Oh, another Damaso Garcia. Doesn't look like the All-Star card though. Chris Bando. That's actually let's move those out of there for professionalism. Royals team leader. Who is that? Is that McCray? No, probably not. Willie Wilson? He's the only one. Oh, Hawk. We got a Hawk. Andre Dawson. Nice. Has he got a card stuck to him? Who is that? Gary Woods. All right, let's try to get this. There we go. Get that separated. Astros leader. I want to say that's what is his name? Carmelo? No, not Carmelo. What's his name? Tito. Something Cruz. Tito, is it Tito Cruz? Oh, Jose Cruz. Okay, my bad. God. Another Yankee. Whoa. Razor Shines? Wow. Who is that? That is awesome. Razor Shines. I love that name. Razor Shines. You guys gotta love that name. That's worth grading just because of his name. Oh, and there's a Hal McRae. I was thinking that Royals leader was McRae. Pirates leader. Is that it's not oh god, what's it? It's not Draybeck. Draybeck wasn't there yet. Who was that? Roden? Roden? Rick Roden? Yeah, that's Rick Roden. Nice. I shouldn't remember that. Ooh, Vita Blue. Got some funky stuff going on here. The cards are all over the place. Alright, so Ron Washington, got another manager, right? Pete Rose, Darryl Boston, Jeff Stone, Mike Jeffcoat. He's also got a print defect there, but most of these cards, ooh, that one's pretty brutal. Look like it got folded somehow. There's your Vita Blue. John Felsky, Lamar Hoyt. Rangers team leader. Rangers team leader. Oh god. It's a younger guy. Yeah. Huff? Charlie Huff, maybe? Yeah. Oh no. I don't know if that's Huff though. It says Greg Harris was one of their leaders as well, so maybe that's Greg Harris. Steve Balboni. Oh, there's Kirby. Haha. Nice. He's all beat up though. You can see here he's got some beat up Here, we'll set that. Oh, there's Charlie Huff. I guess that was him on the team leader card. It's a nice card. Joe Nolan, Joe Price. So here's the Kirby. Try to. He's a little rough on the edges there. Probably can't even see that well. Other. Nice. That's all right though. It's good to see the Curbster, which nobody called him ever. Right there, a little bit rough. Okay, we are down to our last 8 packs. We're still hoping for a Ricky Henderson or Roger Clemens, something like that. Oh, there's Gaetti. So he's, oh, there's another Yankee. Fooled again, though. It's a Pagliarulo. So there's Gaetti. Straighten that out. John Franco. It was a second-year card, right? Yeah, it's a nice card. Ray Miller. That can't be that Ray Miller, right? Tim Wallach. Mike Pagliarulo. Ah, Brewers team leader Robin Yount. Who's on the back there? Oh, Gerald Perry, Braves. Get out of there, Gerald. Ed Wonja. Oh, Wojna. George Hendrick. Craig Gerber. Steve Trout. This pack is looking pretty sad so far. This might be the worst pack in the existence of packs. Clint Hurdle. There's another manager. Brooke Jacoby. Mike Hargrove, another manager. Yeah, that guys, what do you think? That pack, was that pack the worst? I hadn't really been keeping track of the worst pack, but that one's definitely got to be in the running. Imagine as a kid you put down your money for that. What were these packs? What were they? 35 cents back then? And you came away with those cards? Alright, so here's a Phil Niekro, another Yankee card, but no. Oh, Harold Reynolds. What year was this? I think, was this maybe his second year as well? Yeah, maybe. Nice card. Ron Reynolds. Dick Schofield. Practice bunting. Wayne Tolson. Oh, Oda B. McDowell. I want to say that's a rookie card. Me and Odaby. Mets leader, that's Mookie Wilson. Bill Dorn. Not to be confused with Roger Dorn. Is that what we got? Oh no, I was wrong. We have more packs. Okay, so we've got 9 packs left. Keep going. Let's move this box up here a little bit. Oh, Dave Dravecki. You remember what happened to him? As a Bay Area baseball fan, I do for sure. There's another Pete Rose, the Jose Uribe card. That Is that Gereltz? Who is that? I don't know. Mark Davis, Dave Lapointe. I don't think that's Gereltz though. Hawk. Got the Hawk Expos leader card. That Dave Dravecki card. Yeah, like I was saying, baseball fans remember what happened to him. Especially Bay Area fans with his broken arm twice. Oh, another Yankee. We've almost got enough to field the team, but we need somebody to bat leadoff, and we need a first baseman. Oh, Steve Carlton. Oh man, that's too bad. It's a nice card, but he's got like a. You see it there? Some kind of stain right there at the bottom. White Sox team leader. I have no idea who that guy is. Floyd Bannister, don't think so. Is Britt Burns also? Dan Gladden. Spike Owen. Oh, he's got some kind of flaw there as well by the E. Oh, Mike Schmidt. Nice. But that's what it is. That's what it is with 86 tops. Got to get excited when you get any kind of hit. It's a Burt Blyleven card. A's team leader. Sheesh. I don't even know who that is. Let's take a look at the back. We're cheating here. So we got Mike Davis or Alfredo Griffin. Yeah, that doesn't look like Alfredo Griffin. That's got to be Mike Davis. Come out of there. Scott Sanderson. Oh, Keith Hernandez. Jim Morrison. Oop, lost the card here. Sixto Lascano, the Giants team leader. Johnny LeMaster. Burt Blyleven card. Their Hawk. It's got a print defect or something up here. You see that little black mark there? The Wally Fingers. Doug Flynn. Gene Mock. Ozzie Virgil. Oh, gum. Another Pete Rose card. We're getting close to having the whole set of those. Bull Durham. Beautiful card. Joe Beckwith. Vern Rule. Did he manage? Vern Rule, I believe so, right? Roger Maris turned back the clock. Pete Rose. Maybe I'm wrong. I think there were 4 of these. You guys might know. Maybe there were 4 of these. I think we've got 3. Haven't been paying attention to see if they're all different, but Jack Morris card there. Tippy Martinez. Oh, Eddie Murray. Cool. Eddie Murray. Got a lot of white on it though. Some white on the sides and on the top. You can see it. Put it up there. Ah, Yankee again. Bobby Meacham. They're killing me. They're just teasing me here. Come on, give me a Ricky or a Mattingly. One time. Who's he stuck to? Don Robinson. Yeah, is he a pitcher? Is that the pitcher for the Giants? No. No. Pirates. I don't know. Got some kind of stain on the side of that card. Alright, down to the last 4 packs now. We're hoping for someone good. Just give me one good player, I'll be happy. Roger Clemens, a Mattingly, or Roger, Mattingly, or a Ricky. Or Nolan Ryan. I'm not asking for too much. Or even like a Molitor, that would work. Lee Smith. Oh, Dale Murphy. Gorman Thomas. Oh, Rod Carew. Another Jim Morrison. Tom Brookins. 3 packs to go. Oh, Alvin Davis. The second-year Mariners card. He got the black stain on the back of the card, though, or a brown stain, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, Jim Rice. Saw Jim Rice there. All right. Oh, he's a little bit bent on the corners. Another Enos. Ron Ronicky. Well, Jeff Burrows did better than his son did, that's for sure. You remember him? Little League World Series hero, Sean Burrows. I think Jeff Burrows had almost 1,500 hits going into that season. Yeah, the son ended up being a bust. By the definition of a bust, meaning a high draft pick that didn't pan out. But obviously, most guys who play the game aren't even good enough to be drafted. So we're just talking strictly in terms of how the media would define it. Keith Hernandez, a little white on the borders there. Dave Lopes, Alvin Davis. Those cards fell down. Let's put them back up on the pile. The pile was too big. All right, so we're down to the last 2. Who's it going to be? We've got 15 cards per, so we've got 30 opportunities for somebody good and 30 opportunities for lots of bad guys as well. Oh, another Yankee. You're killing me. Brian Downing. There's another Pete Rose. Oh, another Mike Schmidt. Well, they're not giving me Ricky or Don, so I guess Mike's our guy. Craig Nettles. Here, Greg Nettles. Charlie Leibrandt. All right, last pack. What's it going to be? This pack feels heavy. I think there's something good in there. Obviously, I'm kidding. All right, so we've got a Jeff Deadman on the back and a Donnie Scott on the front, so we're down to 13 chances. There's a Sparky Anderson manager card. Get that junk card out of here. Okay, here it goes, everybody. Bill Madlock. Oh, George Brett. There it goes. That'll be the one. That'll send us home happy. I would expect the rest of these to be junk. We got our, what's this? Some kind of flashback card. Tom Seaver. We got our Mike Schmidt, and then we got another George Brett. Sammy Stewart, another Jeff Leonard, and a Jeff Deadman to close it out. All right, everybody. That is the break. I set aside just a few of these cards to look at later on. Obviously, I'll take a look at these and see how they look. Got to be gentle with these bad boys. And these aren't all superstar cards, of course, of high value, but these are just cards that I saw that looked nice, that maybe had some kind of sentimental value to me. Pardon me, I'm just organizing them here off camera. I guess I should have done a better job of stacking them to begin with. All right, just a quick recap. So the Ricky All-Star, Ozzy All-Star, Joe Carter, he had that stain on the back. Robin Yount, Julio, Hawk, Kirby, John Franco, Harold Reynolds, Odeby, that Dravecki card, one of the Mike Schmidts, Keith Hernandez, Raleigh, a couple of those in there, Eddie Murray, Dale Murphy, and George Brett. There's that other Mike Schmidt. There's the other George Brett. And Eric Davis. Flip these. There we go. Eric Davis. Vince Coleman, but unfortunately, I think he had some staining on the back. Carter, Boggs. Got the Sandberg card. He loves sticking. Be gentle with him. Steve Sachs, Pete, Brett All-Star, another Raleigh. Lee Smith, Brett Butler, another Eric Davis, Gibson, and Eck, and that Pete Rose manager card. All right, look at all those hits. Gotta love those hits. 1986 tops. All right, everybody. I've got another one I'm going to put up. It's 27 packs I got on the cheap. So I'll go ahead and put that up after this. But thanks for watching, everybody.